Hello, everybody. How are we doing tonight? Good. Ladies, gentlemen, and those above and beyond. Welcome to Queer Theater at Kalamazoo. My name is Connor Clock. My pronouns are they, them. I am the artistic director here, and I just want to welcome you all to the season finale of our 11th season. We've been doing this for a while, and it's so great to see such great faces and such great people coming to support this work. I want to say thank you to Juicy Leaf for supplying some of the props for our shows. I want to thank the Arts Council of Greater Kalamazoo and the fabulous Dawn and Reed Schultz for their sponsorships. I also want to thank David, the director, the cast, and the crew for the incredible work that they've done on this play. It has been a long time that we've been working on this play at Queer Theater, and I am so excited that we finally get to bring it to Kalamazoo audiences, as it has been burning up the East Coast, and now you get to help plant yourself here in this plot. I want to thank you for being here. If you noticed when you paid for your ticket, all of our tickets are name your price, and as well as that, or in addition to that, all of our artists at Queer Theater are paid. Both of those things are initiatives that we have to remove as many barriers to participation as possible. We are a community theater, but we do believe that there are instances where somebody might not participate because they cannot pay for childcare, they might not pay for transportation, they might not participate because they have to miss a day of work to be here for a performance. And we want to try to remove as many barriers both on stage, backstage, and in our audiences as possible. So thank you for supporting that. 60% of Queer Theater's budget goes to contract personnel. And that means about $60,000 a year that you help contribute to goes directly into the queer artist economy of Kalamazoo. So thank you for supporting that. And if you'd like to continue to support that, you are welcome to make donations. Please do. Tell your rich friends. I don't know, suck a dick for it. Just do it. I do want to talk to you a little bit about some of the content of the show so that we can kind of try to take care of everybody's mental health as much as possible. Tonight's show does contain moments of xenophobia, homophobia, racism. It mentions conversion therapy, and there are images of war from the Vietnam conflict. So if those are things that you might find disturbing, please take care of yourself in the way that you best know possible, and you're free to quietly exit the theater at any moment that feels appropriate to you, okay? Besides that, I want you to thank you for being here. If you'd like to see a little bit more of Turnover, we'll be performing part of it at Kalamazoo Pride the first weekend in June, so get your wristbands for that from out front. And come support us. I'll be the MC during that section, so you get to see my fabulous self again on Friday evening around 7 p.m. So please come out and support that, which is where we will also be announcing our 12th season. So if you want to see what we're doing next year, we've got a great lineup for you, and I'm really excited for that. Without further ado, I want to welcome my dear friend, Malus Crabapple.
Germinations, wildflowers, and maneuvers. This is your favorite nightclub owner speaking. We'd like to thank Queer Theater Kalamazoo for planting our garden titled Turnover, a New Leaf. Before we plot along, I must give you towards some pointers. You must trade in your bills for our currency called bullshit, which you all have done a fruitful job at the box office. There'll be items for sale on tour, so keep your bullshit safe. Crap. Ooh. Pardon my foul fucking language. We don't say the C or P words here. That unenforced law, fucking shitty. I know. Exits are there and there in case of forest fires. Speaking of fire, who here has the green card? Looks like most of you haven't raised your appendages. You all must be transplants. Your roots don't belong on our soil. No permeability or porosity will ever help you earn a green card. Oh, poor tourists. You need to learn words like porosity. a reference to our plant language. The tour is 90 minutes. Now, welcome to Dirty City.
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Smile for the camera. Oh, a photo. Photosynthesis. My seed.
Mercy?
Jow, aren't you an angel?
Well, hello, aren't all figs?
Hell, any fig is a Malus.
That's my name, Malus Crabapple. I'm a
The
fig.
figment of my imagination. Get your appendages off me.
Reality, gotta hand it to you. You are no angel. You don't belong on our soil, and you ain't over safe haven.
Heavens, your kind soiled safety.
And your kind of soil is mud.
Mud is where you're most safe.
Dirty or clean, the grass ain't green on the other side.
Already better than growing up playing red cards I've dealt with.
The other side of the sea at least had the right conditions for you. There ain't no unconditional love here.
The woodwork dream.
Is this what you imagined it to be?
The cilantro dreams. Please. The city needs its garnishes. Imagine Dirty City's first ever salon. A better life for my family is here.
You immigrants got wild dreams, but imaginations. Your people cannot imagine the likes of me.
You don't know where I come from.
Your tone ain't a Brussels sprouts.
I do not have a tone. I went to a woodworking-sponsored school to get the paddish out of my system.
Well, you look like you came over from another continent. What are all your last names? Weed?
Rum. Rum. There's lots more last names in Patty Kingdom.
Well, Rob, I won't judge your days if you don't judge my nights.
Your fruity nightlife?
It stems from birth.
And no one is born with it. You chose this lifestyle. You are unnatural.
You keep this up, and this will be the end of your story.
I cannot keep my stems up. No plot to Dirty City will ever let me plant myself. I moved this far for what? My story will what?
Move the plot forward. Make your moves and
This is your best foot forward.
for me.
Iman,
Make your bed.
shut up.
I wasn't born with lightheartedness. I have chosen it. Now you choose. Move the plot forward.
Or
Leave the plot whole. Move the plot forward. Leave the plot whole. Move the plot forward.
Iman.
There's no better plot device.
Iman, the sun is more than anything but a tanning bed will do.
Shut up. I cannot take any more of your deep gratitude for us.
We bleed the same you carry on yourself.
Is that so? Then treat me like I do.
But how much does your wallet weigh?
Greedy. You've got morals that need cleansing.
Cream, it's not greed cause cilantro to have good taste. Do you have bullshit on you?
My business is capital, and I make profit. So yes, what's your word?
That'd be 10 bullshits, please.
Sounds like the start of a plot.
It's the turn of Panama. I was dealt a bad hand. This area has no regard. They treat me as an alien. I have grown these leaves that couldn't ever harm.
but you're on your own from here.
I can't earn my green card if I don't stay on my guard. My leaves have come so far, you can't make me leave. All that remains are my roots, family. I miss you, brother. Seems the most proper maternity gift is reality.
Turn around.
My body oil? You like this for stuff? Oh, well, it's no fertilizer. This oil cannot be found in Dirty City. It's from my dirty up village. You have made it. Turn away from their old life. Your bed is made. Turn away from their wild nights. This dirty city is our home. The neighbors, they'll know to stay in their zones unless they're told. Turn over and change for the better. This is the start of a business partnership, a friendship where I can keep my guard down. But the best turnover I've had in my son. Woo! Turn around. Oh, you missed a spot. Oh, but sun, do you shine?
Yeah, don't embarrass me in front of the sneeze wards. Oh, don't worry, loyal customers. We'll open up the salon at the first light of dawn now. Try not to fight over our complimentary moisturizers.
Us cilantros are all about presentation. Parsley rum is a natural, organic, woodworking. But your trichome's getting unnaturally long. I love you lots.
I love you more.
What's this airspeed velocity of an unlated dandelion seed?
30 meters per second now, please. No more math problems.
Square root of a boxwood tree?
I learned square roots when I started middle school in the fall.
Is that worthy of a rudimentary graduate?
Gym class would have a good laugh.
With this cut, they'd actually pick you before the cherries.
Dodgeball's an apple sport anyway.
Well, you need your root canals checked. Speaking of apples, how is ceremony planning looking?
Oh, it's been fruitful. Miss Red's partner treated us to some CO2 today.
That's delightful. Who is he?
Her name is Golden Delicious. She's an archaeologist.
Oh, she is.
Well, Miss
She.
Fig's final lesson was that fig weddings are more
Schools shouldn't be
fabulous.
teaching that to minors. They should be teaching major subjects like math or science.
History.
Here's a story. Seedlings exist because stamens and pistils love one another,
A kid at
and
recess once told me that love is like the legendary tale of the bird and the bee.
kids fall for so many rumors these days. Plus, those don't add up. Birds and bees don't go together. It's bird plus bird, bee plus bee.
Math. Fig leaf is buzzing.
The figs party every night. You can always count on that. Nightclubs.
Mom, who goes out at night?
A light with no sense of direction. But your light needs to go to bed. Your planter's made, now lie in it.
Mom? Will the sun always be around?
The sun will never turn over to the dark side.
Even during an eclipse.
What? You're talking like those Venus flytraps.
Well, Miss Red said that sometimes the moon can get in the way of the sun.
The moon sounds unnatural. Anywho, like you, even the sun has a bedtime. Nature, nurtured from the light of our sun. It's natural, planting their heartbeats on our ground. It's natural, but it's not as warm as a mom's hug. Comes natural. What's not, that would be the tickle. Natural is true to themselves. A natural is true to themselves. Son, you are a
I'm a natural at lying in bed.
You speak the truth, my son.
Mom, I wonder who will be my moon.
Roll long, my son.
Breaking news out of Woodward. Every transplant is illegal under the Weed Out Act. That's now ratified and set into motion. Any transplant not carrying a green card must earn one soon. By the end of the summer, CSP, Customs and Soil Protection, will even start detaining those with pending applications. With no green card, you have no place on our soil. You do not belong here.
Mom? What's wrong?
Where's your mom?
Oh, morning. Our latest delivery got sent to the wrong address, so she's going out to get it.
Strange. She's usually out to get me. I kid you, Cilantro. Kyle Parsley.
Ciao. You crab apples are always sweet, but can you never sweeten your pronunciations?
I'm bisexual, not bilingual.
No malice! No malice!
Yes, Pyrus.
Pyrus?
My nibbling.
Another crab apple?
The pear's in town.
And I want to get out of this dirty city.
Doing our city dirty, oh, you'll fit in real well.
Tanning beds come in all shapes and sizes, and there's got to be one that fits your body, pear.
I don't want nobody to see me around you. Crazy Uncle Apple. Let's go to Fig Leaf.
Oh, I always want to go to Fig Leaf.
Now, you may have the spirit of a fig, but only adult plants are allowed in nightclubs. And plus, your mother would lose her freaking aldehyde.
You said that you'd take me to Cantaloupe Outlets, not make the salon my outlet.
You'll never catch me with those hipsters. How about we take a trip to Celery Mall instead?
But you said we could go where I wanted. You're more of an apple blossom than a crab apple. Celery Mall only sells to old houseplants.
You take that back.
Per Figleaf's policy, no returns, no malice.
Nothing's returnable in a nightclub. You're digging a deeper hole for yourself, Pyrus.
Ain't that what we're supposed to do as plants?
Even plants can get overheated.
Whoa, you're all making a mountain out of a molehill.
Shade. You can burn us, but can't nothing top a sunburn. Mountains, outer, molehills, no rest, distress, a mess, careless. I delivered bruises and I got into trouble at school, so I'll spend the season with my one weird uncle. I won't know malice. Oh, because really I will never amount to anything. I will never amount to anything. I will never amount to anything. Sunburns, pimples, acne, big deal. I ain't always thick skin, but my thin skin looks so cool, so I'll waste my summer next to a cilantro. I can't give a morsel, all because in life I care not to amount to anything. I care not to amount to anything. I care not to amount to anything. I don't care. What? Anything. I just wanted a good tan.
And you can get that here.
A natural tan.
We're not the only family susceptible to sunburn. The cherries and maples are too.
Well, and our tanning beds can be adjusted to any temperature most comfortable with you.
See, Pyrus, Parsley's always level-headed.
I'm gonna level with you cilantros. You can spice up my skin, but it ain't ever spice up my life. Don't look at me! I'll meet you back at Fig Leaf.
You seedlings enjoy yourselves.
I ain't a seedling anymore, Malus! Well, do your thing, little herb.
High pressure tanning beds.
I ain't letting no middle schooler pressure me.
No pressure at all. Where do you go to school?
Tetra High Conservatory.
THC in the UP. They're rich enough to not have a resource officer.
Eat poop with your lower peninsula mindset. Trolls under the bridge. Right. And it ain't stopped the other flowers from being fashion polices.
What did those Upper Peninsula Upers do?
They get under my membrane. They overreacted.
Two.
Me shutting down the school's power grid. So they don't look at me no more.
Well, my classmates would think you're plenty of fun.
And what do middle schoolers even do for fun?
Mud wrestling and singing in the rain.
I don't know what to make of it. Fun or not, in the end, I'm the one who shuts the party down.
A rose and a thorn for you.
Don't get me started on the roses. They are mean, and the brighter fashion polices.
How?
They go beyond outer body shaming. Their thorns reach my core, my nucleus.
Your nucleus needs to toughen up.
My nucleus needs to grow thorns like them.
You parents really need to stop comparing yourselves to others.
That's easy for you to say. You haven't even gone through puberty yet, little herb.
You'll grow out of anything. It's all dandy.
Oh, wow. Pretty rich, coming from a middle school poop head. You need to grow up.
You can play at that game.
You ain't shit.
I am the shit.
Are a number 2. Grow up, herb.
Grow up, pig.
I need to grow one.
You got skin in their games.
I ain't
High
thick.
school ain't shit.
I need to face the heat. Stop comparing.
Grow up, pig.
Yeah, cute. This ain't natural. Dude, I feel powerful. I am slow growing.
We both need to grow up.
Cilantro.
And remember,
We do make a great team. Not so soon.
let's get some food. Future growing up
Fertilizer never.
gets too old.
Definitely.
You know what is cool is that
We make a great pair. I've had better. Now, let's test our water. The alcohol is only 15%.
I can't drink that.
Why not?
I'm not old enough.
Neither am I. But I'm fine. I feel old enough. And I'm only like a couple years older than you. Besides, this is worth 72 bullshits. You old enough to count that high?
You don't have to spew much. If you feel bad, I'll take a couple of bullshit.
Nah. I need to save every bullshit I can so that I can finally cut off my carbon-dated parents. You heard about my life with the other flowers at school? Now imagine that, but 72 times that at home. Just a sip. You'll feel right at home. Sorry? No, I'm kidding. Here you go. Yeah, it does that. It smells. Let's go.
It's a miracle I got any taste of barley piss.
That's the name of the liqueur.
Barley piss.
Ew! No. Miracle. Well, looks like our friendship is gonna go against the grain.
Friends?
Miracle and I, silly herb. And now that we're friends, friends go shopping together.
Can Miracle tag along?
Miracle needs to stay a no-show, or else we'll get tagged as criminals by the Popo. Yeah, so don't start poop.
Wash out your mouth with soap.
Wash yours out with Miracle. I'm rooting for you, Parsley.
Did you get the new remote, Mom?
Better. I went remote and got these body oils. Good grief, son.
I may have come down with a fungal infection.
I dab antifungal ointment on you every day. Now's not the day to sell yourself short. Speaking of infection,
Fun guys all around. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride! Take 41% off your order when you wear cilantro merch at checkout. Buy your rainbow gear. Parsley, outsell these by 69%. Sell.
Favorite VCs need to do more for you this Pride Month. That's just several bullshits more than our flame body oil, so this will have your knees buzzing in no time. Thank you. Kids and short knees like me get a discount.
And you're indoctrinating the kids? Don't count your blessings, Parsley. Kids in trades need to be treated as adults. Discounts are handouts, and we're unlike other businesses who refuse to serve you and take your bullshit. Although it is allowed under national law. Here at Cilantro, we'll always support your unnatural lifestyles.
You were born this way.
That quote always works. Happy Pride! Lost your fit? Happy Pride so floral! Oh, Happy Pride. Thank you for supporting small business owners. Happy Pride this season for gay apparel! Happy Pride if you're a family-owned business. Happy Pride that looks so natural on you! Son, at the center of every rainbow is greed. These figs and their bullshit are unnatural. Happy Pride!
Jeez, Mom, get a room. You're more tender to your legal tender than your own son. It's unnatural.
Unlike you, I don't pocket it. I donate all this bullshit to nonprofits like Moms for Canopy.
But they got nothing better to do than to bully my classmates and ban our books. Poop heads.
Where did you learn to say those
But you
foul
need to
words?
lower the volume of your boring TV show at night.
Don't you dare say that about Green Lotus. By the way, why were you sleeping on the job? I'm going to have to garnish your wages.
You're going to make my allowance fabulous?
No, though your joke is a garnish in itself. Is this some kind of joke? No.
That is not a model, that is a model.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was a model plant until he hung out with the figs.
My uncle?
He would have laid off the booze if to the booze, which laid him off from work and society. He was the light in our lives and went dark too soon.
Did my grandparents do anything about it?
They tried their darndest to protect him from the unnatural. He was a person until he became a fig. I'm already a better parent than they ever were.
A better parent would let me get some rest.
Okay, you've been laid off.
I need a vacation.
Where would you like to go?
Cantaloupe Outlets.
That trashy woodwork and shopping center? Well, I guess we could stop by and grab some ingredients at their intimate patini supermarket.
You like the butcher.
Someone's got to split the water to oxygen. Besides, he and I are just old friends.
I made a new friend today.
Is it a classmate from Ivy League Junior High? So you're finally making friends. Name?
Pyrus.
Where are they from?
From the town of Woodwork in the Upper Peninsula.
Oh, Pyrus coming out of the woodwork.
And they made cilantro their first visit.
Did they try out a tanning bed? Which one? Wow! In town for a day and already our #1
And
customer.
I want to get to know our #1 customer at the business of all businesses, Cantaloupe Outlets.
Why can't you be friends with the cruciferous?
Ew, those broccoli are so lame.
What is your two's plan at Cantaloupe Outlets?
We're gonna see popcorn.
Oh, no. That movie's for adults. Besides, I don't need you having nightmares about what heat does to corn. It's not a pretty sight.
There's no kernel of truth in what you said.
Here's 20 bullshits for VeggieTales.
Oh, shucks, Mom. You're so corny.
Their fan base is hard to tolerate. That reality show is a religion to them. But they know what's natural and what's not. Give me that old-time religion. Huh?
Jeez, Mom, I don't even believe in a higher farmer.
But the gospel music is good enough for me. Gravity created the universe. The food court is pricey, so I packed you carbon and a watering can. Godspeed now. Get yourself as ready as a plum.
Get your phone at the photo booth. We're gonna take a little breather.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Make sure that you stay hydrated. We're gonna drink lots of water.
H2O.
Now get yourself situated. We're gonna make tons of sugar.
Sweet memories.
6 carbon dioxide.
And plus
6 water molecules. Put it on your life.
Sugar,
Oh,
sugar, and starch. 6 carbon, 12 hydrogen, 6 oxygen, plus 6 oxygen molecules is carbohydrate. You're overreacting.
I want a good product.
You'll get my products.
Why?
Sugar rush!
What? Mom,
oxygen plus 6 oxygen molecules. Photosynthesis, photosynthesis, photo.
Just a reminder, sugar and water are a privilege for green card holders, not a right.
Whew. We needed that breather. Redoing the photo scene in that movie was so much fun. Good thing it was rated PG-12, little herb.
Rotten
Tomatoes
is the all-time greatest
movie!
I certify that it was.
It deserves to win the
trash.
raspberries. Well, I hated the scene where, in spite of the kids' best fruits of labor, they ended up diced tomatoes.
Can I have another sip of miracle?
It was hard enough sneaking that bottle in a dark theater. Don't expect me to go passing around in broad daylight. Quit the sour face, sour grapes, and no whining about wine either.
You're as square as diced tomatoes.
Oh, I'm the square? Look at you, you tea leaf. And who was the one that wanted to go to VeggieTales earlier?
That was your mom's idea.
Oh, it's your mom's idea? Your mom's idea to get those overalls, I guess, too. Maybe we can get a matching savior. Let's go brag. I think your mom would be so proud.
Huh.
Looks like you're the square.
Well, I'm no square.
I'm just checking. Boobs come in all shapes and sizes. Go ahead and milk this moment, little herb.
What aren't these for flowers?
They're not just for flowers like me, but this would be perfect for our summer solstice rave.
What's a rave?
A rave is a party where everyone smells like asparaguses.
I want to go, but Malus is going to be there. And
It'll be during the summer solstice. Malus will be away on his annual camping trip.
Then who's in charge?
Mary.
Marijuana, the security guard. Oh, they're always asleep on the job.
Yeah, well, hey, they know better than anyone else how to get through the day. I always dress them as Your Highness.
Well then, Your Highness, raves are for me.
I'm gonna lay down some ground rules.
Oh, ground rule sounds like another song.
No time. No time. Rule number 1. No kids allowed.
Well,
Bedtime's dusk, and no kid can handle all-nighters.
night is short during summer solstice.
I still don't think you can, little herb.
You're not so big yourself.
Oh, well, the music is gonna be for little big flowers like me. We have a special guest DJing.
What's their name?
It's a secret. But the DJ certainly loves shouting their name at the top of their stomata to start a song. Such a weird vegetable.
Wait, Pyrus, is this half shirt the key to adulthood?
Only if it can top mine. Now it's your turn, pick a pattern. Now it's your turn, pick a pattern. No, no, return. The cream of the crop that is fashion. No shirt can ever top this.
A crop top.
one that fits, wear one that suits your personality.
There goes your belly.
You cannot be stopped when you're dancing in rocking crop tops.
It feels so warm, yet so cool.
It cuts to your heart's bottom. It leaves you feeling on top.
Woo! Woo!
All right.
Oh, okay.
You cannot be stopped when you put yourself in this crop top.
I top yours.
Your bottom feeder.
I'm on top.
I'll crop you. Check this one out. Oh, watch this. Ready?
Oh,
Whee! Whee!
You're the top of the crop to top it all off.
no one pulls them off like me. Crop top.
You cropped my profits.
Go see a prophet about your problems.
Cilantro has lost worth of 72 bullshit's worth of UVA lands due to short-term excessive use.
Apply for seed funding through grassroots orgs.
Immigrant-owned businesses are less likely to be approved for seed funding than others.
You pick data like a cherry.
I'm not cheery about these maintenance costs.
Why don't you appreciate what's afforded to you? Your transplant?
I'm no trans, fig.
Let's transition away from the topic. It ain't the end of the world like that disaster movie, Soiled and Green. What we just watched, popcorn, cinema. Nothing can change my mind about that foxy eggplant cameo. Oh, honey.
Don't honey me, Honey Chris critic.
You're no film critic. Why are you here anyway?
Not to talk business, I dropped my son off.
And you decided to stay in Salt Parsley?
You have no business going to the movies alone.
First of all, I was dropping off my nibbling. And then I decided to catch a half-baked blockbuster to clear my mind from the fact I'm gonna be watching a teenager or something.
Someone's got to pop the thought of what it is like raising children in your aldehyde.
I'm down to go, but I don't know about that rave.
Nothing can top this. You'll be ready for it.
Love that reminder I've done everything for you.
We've been neighbors for years in
home.
business. I trust you. Looks like my brother when he was younger.
That tragic story again.
I cared for him as your sister cares for you.
No, a photosynthesis of my nib and your kid.
Parsley tells me that a seedling stopped by and used all our tanning beds. It was your species.
Horse shit.
They tanned and dashed.
I loaned them, gave them enough for 7 appointments. Are you sure your Parsley didn't pocket the bullshit?
How could you frame my son?
Well, think about it. He's a teenager now, coming into adulthood, and their top priority is bullshit. Like all teenagers.
Son, I'm gonna crop your top off.
Man, what?
The plants in this outlet are watching a cilantro magazine. Pull it off, now.
You're the only cilantro making the scene, Ralph. You're pulling off that crop top, Parsley.
This little herb is on top of the world. His plot is going places.
Parsley, what'd your mama just say? I ain't heard that one before.
That You're the ignorant one. Go there!
Well, look at you foaming at your stomata mouth.
Whatever you said, I can't believe you said it. You son of a bitch. You bitch!
I'm done it! Malus is the bitch whose family is shaped like a circle, and the scenery at once.
I'm rooting for you, Parsley.
Mom, as you said, naturals, true to themselves.
Unnatural? You are not true to yourself. What you and Pyrus are doing, it is unnatural. Are you out of your aldehyde? Why can't you leave the public's eye? Don't you know you are never right? Don't you ever lie?
Can I live without having to hide? May I make my bed where I decide? Do I have any kind of rights? Till then I will always lie.
I won't let you lie 6 inches under like your uncle. You are grounded for life. Toy with me, and I will feed you to pests. You bury our kin in shame, and you will meet our ancestors in death. Soil our name, and I will rain hellfire. You have no one else to blame. Are you listening, Parsley? Rum? I'm so tired.
I am so proud, no respect. She has none as she is fake. She's the one who soiled her name, making other immigrants look like snake plants.
How did Parsley slip into your mind? You didn't want me to conform to the ecosystem. Why did you give me a woodworker name like Parsley? Me, soil the family name. Who was it that didn't give me a foreign name like you? Row.
I'm tiny. Gay.
Oh, young men cannot stay grounded. Thanks for the validation. I am no longer a seedling. Gay, happy. I don't want it any other way. I feel like a die.
You soiled, you soiled, you soiled, you soiled, you soiled, you soiled, you soiled.
I gave your life soil.
We're soiled inside and...
Get out of his personal space, you invasive species.
You got some silence calling me that. Pyrus, who taught you to address me this way?
Malus says you are who you are.
This dirty city needs to know I love my seed. I know the future can stem more from these new opportunities than anything my past roots have offered me. I don't want the money. I need the green card that comes with it. But dealing with the figs and their bullshit must not be the only way. I wither witnessing my son become a daisy rather than staying sturdy. If Parsley sees freedom with each passing dawn, Corey and my brother had the same sights. Free will quenched his insatiable thirst, and then drowned him in his final dusk. His so-called brothers and branches encouraged this. If only the biochemicals The conversion therapy had shocked him out of his truth. This time, I'm taking care of it as a sister turned mother. I don't got to worry about how my life will turn out because I will play games night and day. But my son, playing with these creatures of the night, will soon find himself never again seeing the light of day. Unlike his uncle, I will save him from this fake lifestyle full of pain and heartache. I'm sick to my stomach thinking of a life so unnatural. This dirty city wishes for me to stop being invasive. Only if your face would stop invading my nerves and my son's heart. Now pay no mind.
The world revolves around more than your sun. Why can't you see that? An herb who needs their plant friend. Planet topped off with crops and vegetables. You don't see my produce. It is truly futile. In this soil family, I am meant to get dirty, real dirty. How else will I ever bear fruit? I am fertile, volatile. Fig leaf would never defer my smile. A clear community who would accept me and all. The wild mom kills me, to put it mildly. This will be my trial. I'm wilder than a child. Am I to sneak out my mama? This will not help me come clean without means. My drop will not be so fruitful.
It ain't futile. Let's get what you belong in an open field.
I long for what is queer and anywhere so surreal.
Where this before it goes out of style. You have made me realize in life it is never futile.
I am fertile.
We got a cilantro in
And we got a cauliflower on guard.
Not just a cauliflower, the DJ!
It's DJ.
Dirty City, y'all know who it is. Y'all gotta quit acting like houseplants. We gotta act like weeds in this cement. Me, I'm a godsend. We the best.
We are best.
We the best.
We We are best friends.
It's DJ.
It's DJ.
DJ Cauliflower.
I love this song!
Wait, which one? There's every single one like that.
Don't make me squish you into pesto cilantro. Let's get dirty. Let's get dirty. Parsley.
Get dirty, Pyrus.
Please get dirty with me. Let's get dirty!
I got dirt on you, you got a lot of dirt coming here.
With your bullshit.
I got dirt on you, you are able to push it.
Filthy bullshit.
You get dirty.
You're so dirty to me. You,
I got dirt on you, You gotta keep my eyes
on your dirty
bullshit.
Do not fuck around because my roots. Do not fuck around because my roots are on the underground. If you suck around, what have your stems making money return to you?
And water me.
Soil me. Give me that motherfucking bullshit.
Bullshit fucked over my
And
mind.
tonight we're fucking over every adult dirty city.
What's dirty?
Dirty city where you live. Are you drunk?
I've never felt so alive.
That little earth is on there, oh, little island right there.
Can a plant drown?
If water reaches our stems, we in trouble when the bar and choice time behind bars is double.
Double?
I need to. You need to. I need to. I need 2 bars of rest.
Parsley!
Parsley!
That's real dirt. Did someone get that on camera?
Malus is my uncle. You're good as dirt, hanging out with all the grapes.
Excuse me? All my people are homegrown. Now compost that on all social media. Roots are on the underground. If you suck around, what have your stems making money with sound?
Dirt's on ya.
And dirt's on you.
All the cops.
Cops!
I got dirt on
With your bullshit. I got
dirt on both of you. You are not able to bullshit your way on us.
A tree's lifetime ago, in the suburb of Dirty City, by the banks of Lily River, there birthed an apple named Malus. Their birthday was on the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, known as the founding of Fig Leaf. That was an extraordinary day. My parents kicked me out when I became an adult. I lay naked on the concrete, freezing to death. Nola Orange found me and sheltered me in their Fig Leaf nightclub. Figs flocked from all over the world to meet this miracle. Then, the Patty War. special agent came out of the woodwork. My mentor, Agent Orange, and me, their mentee who aspired to be Agent Crabapple. We figs don't fight. We figs made peace. Or so I thought. Agent Orange thought that if they came back as a war hero, that all figs would come back as heroes. Agent Orange ended up healing, and all I got was a stupid nightclub to take care of. But I used to eclipse my light. I once hid my life. Fig Leaf gave me the might to show my light. I require the cross-pollinations of the bees and bees. They bequeath me queer peace. I live for the science of Fig Leaf. With sugar and water, I took over his forces of nature. I, however, did not teach Pyrus to respect it. As was the winter solstice, the birth of Fig Leaf, the summer solstice is the end of Fig Leaf.
You've lost the plot, Tarantula Day. That's me.
Face the consequences of not looking after
You
Pyrus.
face it. It's in your chlorophyll. Your kind spilled blood. Your family is invasive.
Invasive, you deranged, annoying orange.
Don't compare crabapples to oranges. Pyrus said Parsley was as yellow as the damn sun. Hell, the hospital's at least making sure he ain't end up in the sky. This ain't fixing the blues.
This will at least fix the bill for all the indigo cocktails my Parsley didn't pay for.
This is some bullshit, you shrinking violet.
Greens, doesn't that solve everything?
Don't count on me to answer to you.
Then put it on the house.
There won't be a house.
It's you who lost the plot? Not Fig Leaf.
Dirty City's shutting us down. They got proof.
In the liquor pumping out of my son's stoma.
Underage drinking, encouraged, perpetrated by my own blood. Why didn't Pyrus card your kid?
That pair hasn't earned their adult's card yet.
And you ain't earned any of yours.
I get it, my earnings are zero. And
Give it to your aldehyde. Forget about the green bullshits and all the bullshit cards.
Parsley will wither as my brother and I have.
You always want to bring him up when you want to pretend to relate to figs because you had a gay brother. You can't do shit for the dead.
What can you say about your sister?
Fig Leaf was a chance to get her child out of trouble and keep the plot feeling whole.
A Fig Leaf is now a plot hole, but I recall a fig who once saying move the plot forward.
Move the plot forward, not move my plots out. You took away my job.
What's left to say, houseplant?
Dirty City's verdict was right. Immigrants come to take our jobs, our homes, and our lives.
They got dirt on both of us.
Don't compare being foreign to queer.
You crabapples did it first for us.
Spare me the details.
It's on to me to pass on to you the card up my sleeve. We have more in common than you can ever imagine. It's starkly revoking our creeds.
You were laying on my yard. They had let you start. Should have kept my guard before you killed my green card.
I don't want a real green card.
Imlan, your words will not go so far. They should
upside down for the better. You and Pyrus came so far.
My
We can still get started. I need to grow smart. My turn to have a heart. Work hard, business hard. Don't get me started on credit cards. Take them all. The takeaways and green cards on earth. I must water our community. It's the least I can do.
You took away my rights.
They almost took away my son's life.
Pyrus gave your son life.
Malus, you gave me life.
You took away my livelihood.
You can start over.
The queer community I built.
You can always hide yourself under the soil and wait to reveal yourself when the light is right.
So hide in the soil again is what you're saying.
Many plants want the chance to start over, to turn back into the seeds.
Save your wisdom for the closet.
I have every politician in my closet.
More like skeletons. Wait, what?
Same thing. Representatives come from across the nation to Cilantro. When they get comfortable, they'll tell me anything.
Elaborate.
Remember the morning Wood scandal on Wood TV8?
From Loyal Oak, the city over?
Their mayor shorted me. So I was the anonymous tip who revealed their adultery on the news station's live Q&A with Mayor Pumpkin Eater.
And Cheetah Pumpkin Eater resigned. So for you, politics be nasty. You cilantros are indoctrinated.
I've also built some relationships with investors and management communities, grooming returns based on the size of their emotional transactions.
Sick. So you got dirt on everyone. What about the council in our hometown?
Dirty City did me dirty. They lined my pockets with tax cuts. But they won't do any more. Though I got neighboring cities in my pockets for you.
I don't matter. Pyrus does. He's gonna be in much more trouble without me on the plot.
I'm moving Pyrus' plot forward.
There you go with that backwards reasoning you do.
I'm giving back to a lost soul what you once gave this lost immigrant. I've held everyone back. I'm a houseplant.
You're a transplant.
I'm a transplant.
A plant that transforms
A plant that transforms
everything around.
everything around me.
Now, you don't belong on this soil, but your blood altered the chemistry of it and made Pyrus feel at home.
Parsley got a new friend too. My parents tried to keep my brother Coriander from changing with his circle. Coriander crawled through the mud so that Parsley could trail ahead.
A young cilantro once told me, mud is where you're most safe.
Real friends there when bullshit hits the fan.
Where'd this olive branch come from? You hug like a tree hugger. That's so gay.
Here, take my bullshit. You'll need it more than I will. Do you think I'll ever earn my green card?
That's not up for us old geezers to decide.
That's for the second generation of seedlings. Malus, go out there and save another cilantro. I knew it. I knew it. Figs are angels. You are a
Can I turn the sign open?
I'm open for business. You are not. Stay in bed.
You're lucky I'm in bed and not a coffin. Do you like that joke, Mom?
Man, as meh or me?
Patternese words are funny.
Especially Patternese plants.
Mostly the cilantro with musical taste.
Hey! Wash your mouth out with soap.
Raise your appendages if you think we cilantros taste like soap. Now what? You? Okay. I see. I'm gonna single you two out. This is your next meal. Let me know if we really taste like that.
You talking to nobody and wasting all our soap doesn't make a good case for you being well.
And I have a bad case ahead of me.
Oh, Pyrus, in the flesh.
I certainly don't look fresh, Miss Wrong.
Summer's coming to an end. There's light at the end of the tunnel as you return back to school.
I need school so I don't end up a Dovo How.
Man, you're the one who needs to be educated.
I'm sorry. Sorry I called you an invader.
I'm sorry to invade your space.
Enlighten me.
There's more to darkness than meets the eyes.
Fig Leaf was the only light in the nightlife.
I'm sorry your uncle has to start over.
I'm glad he could help you get started. It's your turn to give Malus the tips.
I'll give you one. To my son, say good.
Goodbye. I know. Good riddance.
Goodness gracious, have something good to say. Stop being the root cause. Be the root effect.
Little herb, we first.
Okay, breathe in, breathe out. C6, age 12,
06 plus 6 O2, 6 carbon, 12 hydrogen, 6 oxygen, plus 6 oxygen molecules. Photosynthesis, photosynthesis, photosynthesis. I will always root for you. I'll never amount to anything. I'll never amount to a proper apology. But for once, I do care. Ugh, this is despair. Don't look at this pair.
You always amount to everything.
Here. Don't puke on this one. Okay?
And don't let the flowers bully you.
Another school year at THC. I'll climb high on a mountain.
I'm sorry things worked the way they did. But you can. Make sure you grab a tax form on your way out.
Taxes?
You must pay the government bullshit to work.
What you're saying is a load of bullshit.
And you're old enough to intern, and the bullshit you pocketed is your first paycheck.
But why?
I owe your uncle.
I'd probably get the salons shut down too.
Oh, shut up, poophead.
I'd be supervised by that. I'll clean the dirt out your mouth, you sweetgrass.
Finally, someone else up for the task.
Oh,
I cannot thank you enough, Miss Rob.
It's my turn to help you start over.
you're welcome back anytime.
With Malus in the tent, there's always a plot for you here.
Shucks, y'all.
Turn around.
We have changed them. Turn over pairs of fresh eyes. New leaves, colors. Turn over to this strange life. This dirty city is our home. The neighbors are known to tell us to sow our seeds and
of Dirty City. Now let's let these plants bow to the light. Oh, I get the last bow. And before we go, let's take a group selfie.
Playwright to the tanning bed for a little discussion. I'd like to welcome any members of the cast and the team to the stage as well to join us for a little talk back. So, thank you all again for coming. What an incredible evening, and what an amazing audience you've all had. Thank you all for being here. And for supporting queer theater, supporting queer stories, and the work of some incredible artists, including our friend David, our music director, Peterman, and our wonderful director, I wanted to, start just a little bit since we have a special guest. For you to tell us a little bit about, one, can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Yeah.
And yeah, start there.
Make a long story short, my parents took me to space camp and operas, and then I did like Science Olympiad, performed in theater, musical theater in high school, and I went to school for astrophysics and theater. And now I write science musicals. I live in Washington Heights, New York. Yes, grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
So I want to get a chance to allow the audience to ask some questions, but I have a question myself. There are a lot of different ways that you could tell this story.
Yes.
Why plants?
My plants?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, during my sophomore year, I managed the greenhouse. That was my secondary filler classes with plant biology. I really got into it because I read The Martian, frankly. Because Mark Walking was a botanist. These plants especially hold dear to my heart because the garnishes, the cilantros are based on the garnishes that my family often put on food. So typically on a lot of Vietnamese food. And the pears that you see, Pyrus and crab apples, they are based on my childhood, my backyard of my childhood home. So we have 4 pear trees. That's why these are the specific plants I want to tell the story. I also was you saw the word play a lot. So a common Vietnamese occupation is being a salonist. So I somehow, link those two together, especially the salons and the salon show. And I was just like, I can't wait to see cilantros clip and trim hair and give sun rays to all the other plants.
Yeah. I think that I've never, with the mentioned about wordplay. I've never appreciated queer people being called as a fruit until you're done. Which I think is lovely.
Aren't we all fruity?
I'm like, oh, how lovely.
Well, it needs to be a vegetable.
Oh, yeah, yes.
And then, do you have future plans for Turnover? Where to be?
Yeah, yes. So recently, Turnover New Leaf was awarded a Great Performances Fellowship Award grant. That's $5K going towards what we pitched was the concept element for this. So, and then I've been working with Sundance Collab. So I actually turned Turnover New Leaf into a feature overnight and sent it in on the last day before it was due. And then they accepted me, and basically I'm under Kimberly Bronte, who coaches and facilitates scripts there. I'm turning this into like an animated feature and an animated series. So that's what I'm looking to do, is actually build the story more.
Oh, that's amazing. Is there a way that our audience can engage with that in the future?
Oh yeah, I guess the easiest one is social media. Is like I'm at Science Theater, but also you can see the feature and like our concept arts right now at photosynthesis.com. Yeah, basically the new characters, so Pyrus and Pyrus has a pet bee named Bumpus. I thought of that. And they'll be buzzing around. Oh yeah, and then there's like other plants like, Lindquist is the mayor of Dirty City. There's and then their twin sibling is a secretary of guard and security, Lindquist, who would be the main antagonist of the whole thing. Frankly, a lot of what's going on in the world is building this world. Yeah, especially green cards being a touchy subject now. Yeah, more than ever.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think that there's room for, is there a plan in any way to maybe inform the play even more with current events?
Yes. In this series, I created, there's a little mention in the radio section where it's like customs and soil protection agents. I added more like ensemble stuff, like there's characters that uproot plants, uproot transplants. These characters are the soil and plant protection agents known as SAP. And they uproot, they break into terracotta plots and pull out transplants that don't have grain cards. I'm like just literally translating and transcribing everything that's happening in this world. A lot of this was written, frankly, before this year, so
But I think that goes to show, in some ways, a lot of how, a lot of ways how, a lot of it, even as it is written, is already applicable, right? These are not new concepts that we're experiencing just because we elected this one person.
Yes.
Right? These are things that America has done
Yes.
and continues to do.
Yes.
We're really good at, unfortunately, the worst way. Do anybody in the audience have any reflections that they want to share? Reflection or have a question? Or anybody on the team?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought the play, the script is excellent. The word play is so much fun. It's a great intellectual exercise to do beat by beat translation from the plant world to the real world. Very, very imaginative and creative. Good job.
Thank you. I live and breathe plants, so I can't. I go paragraph around them. Yeah, I do.
Did anybody feel, so something Ron brought up was the sense of wordplay, the sense of translation, right, between these concepts in the plant world, right? How did that feel, right? Like having these concepts that are quite deep, right? They're quite meaningful concepts.
Oh,
Thank you, Mike. that are quite meaningful, quite poignant, right? But they are done in a way that is kind of fun. It's a little bit campy. And I noticed some on our team, they're getting backstage and they're like, all right, I need you to not laugh during that bit. I need you to not laugh because that was a really sad thing. How did that land with the audience, right? Does anybody have any reflections on that? Laura. Not calling anybody specific. Yeah.
I thought that it was really cool. I really loved how the conversion of plant language to us with human language kind of symbolizes the communication between the two separate races of people, groups of people, and how I had to continue to look back in my book to be like, oh, I don't understand what that means in this context of this conversation, and how a lot of things were going over the heads of other members of the community, but not culture. And I saw a lot of that coming back this way as I'm seeing it this way.
Does anybody else have a reflection on that before we go in?
I enjoyed it because usually when we're engaging with these concepts, I personally get emotional or I kind of just shut down because it's too much. But because it was using these metaphors and the plant concepts, I was still engaging with it and still connected to the characters. So I really enjoyed it and appreciated that. And the music was the music informed me to understand some of the scenes too. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Everyone did great, and the relationship between the younger characters, I also saw myself in it. So yeah, it was definitely really good.
Thank you. Was anything done to build that relationship at all? How did that manifest for the two of you working on it?
Yeah. For me personally, it was just in the sheer work of just learning this musical. I mean, a lot of the influences that David used in the music, I'm a musician myself, kind of before I'm, an actor by trade. And I don't know, in learning that with Henry, but also with the rest of the cast, I don't know. Just working together, working together on this project and having so many curveballs and so many things that were just how are we going to make this work? And just the constant brainstorming and being able to flesh out what's on everybody's mind at any given time, just made me feel very safe personally, doing this project.
I mean, with a show like this, you kind of, there's no way around it. If you want it to be honest, if you want it to be truthful, gotta have that kind of relationship. And shout out to Dr. Q, who fostered a wonderful environment for us to feel, be able to be vulnerable. We only had, 3 weeks before tech rehearsal, so it's, speaks a lot that we were allowed to be vulnerable that quickly and, formed that rapport.
Multiple hands make for light work at the end of the day.
Any other reflections from the audience?
Oh, not that I realized it earlier. I need to make sure that I give the actors kudos, because they took it. There was never a moment where I had to be like, okay, yeah, there's a lot of fun, but I need you to take it seriously. From jump, every single one of them was so committed to taking it seriously, despite how difficult that was, because there are so many damn puns in this thing. So, which I love, I also love fun. But the actors, they hit them, I didn't have to get them to the place where they took it seriously. They were so committed to the story, so committed to avoiding stereotype, so committed to avoiding cliche, and they didn't care that they were plants. They wanted to make sure that they were telling stories that really resonated with the audience. You could have dressed them up in any way. This could have been about woodland creatures, this could have been about fantastical, whatever. And
thing when you're working on a musical, I worked on a musical before, and it's one thing when you're working on a musical, but the concepts are so, the aesthetic of it is so light, but the message is so heavy, that I think that without these particular actors, there would have been a real disconnect. But there was no, right, I didn't have to sit down and go, okay, listen, we need to take this seriously, because it's serious, like they knew it from jump, and that made my job so much easier. And their willingness to brainstorm, their willingness to admit their shortcomings, and their willingness to fail. I think a lot of times we as theater practitioners don't understand the importance of failure. And as honest as it's gonna sound, y'all failed spectacularly, right? And when you're willing to fail, you are willing to put aside ego, and you're willing to put aside a desire to make it about yourself. And if any one of them would try to make it about themselves, what you saw tonight would not have happened. So it is the collaboration and the ensemble that made this work. And I need to make sure that you all understand they did a ton of work in a very tiny in Kenya.
Very tiny, unconditioned room.
Never a single complaint from that team. And as a director, that was the one. I didn't hear it. That's all that. So thank you.
Sirens.
Yeah. Okay. This kind of goes back to the idea of the chemistry between the characters. A lot of what builds chemistry in just even basic theater is having a conflict or problem and resolving that problem. It seemed to me like the language of the script itself and the way the actors have to handle that language creates problems because you're translating and you're making botany sound like culture and that sort of thing. And by overcoming those problems, by finding solutions, by breaking through to the light of truth, they create chemistry.
Almost like a sense of euphoria from puzzling.
Yes. Or a sense of synthesis.
Well, the great thing about this cast is they never saw anything as a problem. They always saw it as an opportunity. And that is, again, one of the things that made my job a whole lot easier here. Because when I said, what are we going to do? There was never panic. We just sat around and figured it out. And I need to also make sure I give props to the invisible man up there in the our stage, the great thing about having a big stage manager is as a director, I can go, oh, that's not my problem. I'm just going to focus on the actors. This is a really heavy lift, but our stage manager, Eric Batts, carried us. I don't know how he did it, but every single one of us were up in his arms. They carried us across. So, we'll break my arms here.
We know that.
That was the entire team, myself included.
Yeah, every all of us. There was one person just holding us close.
Eric Adams. No.
Could you share a little bit about making the process of making this glossary?
Yeah. It's so this has been developed through several teams over the course of 2.5-ish years. I guess the major one was like undiscovered countries had like a 30-minute class reading of this in City Road Quarry in Brooklyn. It's just like the cast is like, you just give us like definitions of these words, and I just type it up. And then I formally got a dramaturg, Bryce and Lima, for our Philly show with Theater on Verge, producing it. And yeah, Bryson was like, hey, make a formal one of these. Let's make a formal one of these together. And I was like, I don't know what words people don't know, actually. Bryson was like, okay, here's all this word. And then, then we added even more words for our newer show again at the Tank in June. So that was like the formulation of that. Unfortunately, it was not done overnight. That would have been crazy. Yeah, so that's how that came to be. I found that has been helpful with even all my other projects too. Other musicals like about a family of galaxies and their dog named Bradley, and it's like all astrophysics terminology. An upcoming show about two chemicals who fall in love after they train their rails. I'm gonna have to break one with quantum chemistry terminology. So
Great for dramaturgs.
yes.
To see, because we had some interesting submissions this year for science plays for next year in Canada. So I wanted to talk to you about that today while you're here. But do we have any other reflections from the team or from the audience? Any questions? Anything that's
Just one reflection that I have. This has been the first thing that I've done on any sort of stage since 2018. COVID really knocked the wind out of my sails creatively, and I spent a lot of time just like doing a mix of everything from like nonprofit work. I see Jazz from our nonprofit together. Did a lot of stuff that had nothing to do with theater, nothing to do with arts ostensibly, but now to work here with this really great cast and this really compassionate and amazing director and stage manager. It's just given me, as a performer and as an artist, something that I've been looking for a very long time. So I just wanted to say that.
Thank you, Donna. Because guess what? I am learning about musicals. You gotta have music. And you somehow, it's very complex. Oh, that's
Yes.
beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
But complex.
Yes.
Thank you for that work.
I did want to say one thing about that. Really, once I figured this out about the music, really like brought me deeper into it were the influences from these folk songs, which is part of why Unnatural is my favorite song in the show. You're not supposed to play favorites, but I think that is my favorite song. It's lovely, but kind of realizing that and tuning into that really unlocked understanding the music for me as a director, and so approaching some of the songs from that perspective, which is not my own, definitely, but it helped me understand music and hopefully the culture a little better, and hope I was able to deliver on some of that.
I'm grateful. Like years ago, like when I was really starting to write musical theater in like 2016 or 2017, it was like I got really into it. Frankly, I didn't like Vietnamese folk or guano or that style when I was a kid. It was annoying having that. Yes, it's annoying. I don't know. I mean, that's just here's my knife and stuff. But and then like in college, I was just surrounded by punk rock like musicians. Lived with them, and it's just like I kind of just grew to appreciate the things my parents like love. So I took a lot of new wave and folk cassettes from my mom and just listened to it, like re-listen to the lullaby she would like sing. She had like videotapes of her singing it. And so yeah, like I like early on in musical theater, like feel it's like when I wrote this, it's like this kind of pentatonic music. It's like I push more aside, and it's like, oh, it's kind of dark theater. And like I'm grateful that you took it in, and frankly, not a big word, but commercial line. Like, what's the general line? I don't know. What's the right word? Like, make it accessible, make it so that more people, take it in and normalize it. Because that hurt early on in my musical theater career, but when over time I got started working with a bunch of teams over the past like 5 years, they were very open and to everything I write, especially for my mom, and my parents, and my family. So.
Real quick, I also want to make sure we acknowledge the fact that these fantastic images that come up on the screen, the video and stuff. Thank you, Sophia, up there for doing that, and also Brett for our lights. And so thanks for our team that made this production so amazing.
all right. I won't keep you here any
there's a storm part 2. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Part 2.
I want electricity. So please enjoy. If you did not know that there is another storm expected around 11 o'clock. So,
that's what we're doing, tornado.
So please, everybody drive home safely. Thanks again for being here. And tell all of your friends what a wonderful time you had. And come back again to see the show. And look forward to the shows that we're going to do next year, which we're going to announce at Pride. All right.